Hey everyone, my name is Abu Kareem. Thank you for watching my video. So this channel is going to be about my journey becoming debt free. This is my very first video. I appreciate you guys watching and I hope to make more. In this first video, I'm going to be focusing on why I got rid of credit cards. Now I've been debt free for about 6 years now. And one of the first steps I took was to get rid of all my credit cards. Um, Now I know it sounds kind of crazy and impractical. And actually, at first, I myself thought it was impractical to live in this day and age without any credit cards. I'm going to make a few points to help debunk some myths about as it relates to credit cards and tell you about the many benefits that I've gained getting rid of my credit cards. So number one, like I said, I thought it was impractical in this day and age to live without credit cards. And that's certainly not the case because I've been doing it for 6 years now, as I mentioned. And what actually caused me to get rid of my credit cards in the first place was so being a Muslim in my faith, debt is something that should be avoided, and number two, interest is something that is forbidden. So, like many Muslims, I had a credit card. I would pretty much just pay off my balance every month before the interest gets applied to your account, and you don't that way you don't have to worry about paying any interest. Well, it just took one time, but I would have reminders on my phone. I would always make sure that I paid my account off so I don't have to worry about paying interest. And it was one time where I don't know, I just missed the message or the reminder, and the interest ended up hitting my account. Now, that was a huge deal. Now, if you're not Muslim, you may not understand the extremity of the situation. But if you're Muslim, you can sort of see where I'm coming from. And that was my last straw. I said, you know what, that's it. I'm done with this. I'm getting rid of all my credit cards. I tore them up right that same day. And I said, I'm never going to have a credit card again. I paid off all my, credit cards. I think I had about two or three at the time. And after that, I told my wife, like, let's just live, you know, while we pay cash for everything, live within our means. And not that we didn't live within our means with credit cards, because like I said, I used to pay them off every month. But the fact of the matter was is that, I didn't want to make that mistake of paying interest again. Now, 6 years later, I've benefited so much from not having credit cards. And I want to talk about that experience for those people who are thinking about it or haven't thought about it at all. Here are some points to consider. Credit cards, I realized, make you impulse buy, whether you realize it or not. You may go to the store, you may go there for something that you really need, but in the midst of things, a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, $10 here, $20 there. Over a period of time, all that money adds up where you impulse buy. And just within my first year of being credit card free, my wife and I realized we ended up saving a couple $1,000s just getting rid of our credit cards. Another point is that people get hung up on these credit card points. Well, I can't get rid of my credit card because I get these credit card points. Well, the way I see it is, for many people, when you have a credit card, you dig yourself in a deep, deep hole. And these points are basically like these credit card companies giving you just a couple hands full of sand to help you dig yourself out. But in the meantime, you acquire more and more debt, and your hole gets bigger, and it gets harder to dig yourself out. And people just like focus on, oh, I got to get these points that take benefit. I don't want to lose that benefit. But it reminds me of what Dave Ramsey says, which is basically that, he says, that he's talked to thousands and thousands of millionaires, and not one actually ever came back and said, boy, those credit card points really did it for me. And actually, most of them either don't use credit cards or they pay them off every month. But credit cards points really don't do much in order to help them build wealth. Um, and that's just a tactic for credit card companies to basically get you to take their product. Um, and another point people get concerned about as it relates to credit cards is that they think they are required, otherwise they won't be able to rent a car or a hotel or um, things like that. And that's completely not true. You can use a debit card, which is a cash card, and have the same security. And in the past 6 years, I've traveled, I've flown, I've done everything, and never have I had to worry about, having issues not having a credit card. And the final point is, and last but not the least, is building credit. People obviously are concerned about, if I get rid of my credit cards, how am I going to build my credit? Well, that's a big topic, and that deserves, sort of a video in itself. But if I had to sum it up, in short, I would basically say that if you live within your means, you don't need credit card and you don't need credit. And I know that's quite a bold statement, like in this guy's first video, and he's coming out guns blazing. But trust me, I want to make it continue. I want to continue to make a series of videos talking about living within your means, becoming debt free, paying for everything cash, and that includes your home, your cars, pretty much everything. I mean, just completely debt free. And it is possible in this day and age. And no, you don't have to have a super high income in order to become debt free. It just takes discipline. It doesn't matter how much you make, it's all about what you save. And it's all about becoming disciplined when it comes to your financial matters. So, like I said, I'll continue to make videos step by step about how I was able to purchase a house cash, cars, everything else. And you can too. Trust me, guys. This can happen. If you've thought about getting rid of your credit cards, I highly encourage you to do so. It allows you to, save more money. It allows you to continue building for the future, and it's been great for me, is all I can say. And at the end of the day, I sleep good at night knowing I don't owe anyone anything. So that's it for today, guys. Like I said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.